In recent years, scholars have been reconceptualizing the geography of freedom in America during the time of slavery. Perhaps no period has received greater attention than the Age of Revolutions, when thousands of black people crossed borders, boundaries, and frontiers in North America, Hispaniola, and the British and French Caribbean, with many heading to Canada, England, continental Europe, and Africa in the quest for liberty. The renewal of scholarship on the Underground Railroad and the fugitive slave law has likewise extended attention to areas beyond the United States, first and foremost Canada, but increasingly Mexico, the British Caribbean, and Indian lands to the west. By the 1830s, crossing the borders of the United States offered the possibility of formal freedom recognized in law as opposed to the semi-formal freedoms that fugitives gained in northern towns where their status remained ambiguous, or in the informal freedoms found in southern towns where it was possible, but highly risky, to pass oneself off as a free black person. In this outpouring of work, one area has been neglected: the movement of freedom seekers in the Southeast from the Revolution to the end of the First Seminole War. Throughout this period, movement was an essential characteristic of life along the coast, a precursor of the phenomenon known as the Underground Railroad. The actual numbers did not approach the volume of people leaving the Upper South between 1830 and 1860, estimated at somewhere between 1,000 and 5,000 per year, and a population that approached 4 million in 1860. But the American Revolution in Georgia had opened vistas to people of color who discovered something of the geography of the coast, whether through escaping, at least for a time, or being rudely dislocated from their plantations as patriots and loyalists fought over them as the spoils of war. The creation of a fictive state by a British-backed adventurer in Seminole country in 1800 and the multiple conflicts associated with the War of 1812 provided additional opportunities. Between these major events, there was a steady flow of freedom seekers attracted to Spanish Florida, even after the official policy of sanctuary ended in 1790. The tolerance for fugitive slaves combined with a short-handed government to create a relatively welcoming space.